The Lions are expected to cut, or they have informed Deshawn Shead that they will cut him at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is came and gone. So he should officially be cut by the time this video drop. And the Lions are expected to retain Ameer. Abdullah. We back. It's the Motor City Sports Talk. We in the building. Shout out to everybody out there supporting the page. And you know, Deshawn Shead, he was injured. And when he was healthy in the training camp, he didn't look good outside of that Seattle scheme. And that's been one of the knocks on some of the Seattle cornerbacks. You know, outside of that cover 3 zone scheme they run, a lot of them guys ain't had no success outside that scheme. We'll see with Richard Sherman. You know, people gonna blame it on the Achilles, whatever it may be. But you know, Walter Thurman III, he didn't have no success. Jimmy Lane didn't have no success. And now Deshawn Shead is another DB out of there that didn't have no success. It seemed like the system for cornerbacks in Seattle is just what it is, a system. And when you take them out of their depth and out of their truth, they not no good. And Deshawn Shead showed that this training camp, even when he wasn't injured, there's no way you should be getting beat out by Nevin Lawson. You know, how can you perform worse than Nevin Lawson? Which he did. You know, he got smoked, you know, by all the receivers on the Detroit roster, practice roster as well. And he out of here on the best thing smoking, man. And we'll see, you know, what life and what the career holds for him in the NFL. But it didn't look good, you know. It didn't look good. I thought he was going to be a good pickup, big, long, tall corner as well. But obviously they value Teez Tabor, who can't even run, over him. And that's sad. That's sad. And then again, it may just be the Lions coaching in this scheme. Maybe he wasn't the scheme fit, but you go out here and you pay him a free agent contract. You know, you give him a contract. You had to see something in him, or was the Lions just being frugal again? You know, after Malcolm Butler signed with the Tennessee Titans, they re-signed Nevin Lawson. If my blood ain't never boiled, it boiled then. Deshawn Shead seemed like, okay, he big, tall, strong, yeah, and he getting cut, and we back to the same shit, the same thing with the Lions. Tabor, who can't run, and Nevin Lawson, like, man, is Matt Millen still jumping into what different bodysuits now? Was he Martin Mayhew and is he Bob Quinn? Because Bob Quinn is getting exposed for the lack of talent that he acquires, man. This is a big year for him. Before we get into the second part of this video, it's a huge year for him, absolute huge year. What if Taylor Decker don't pan out? Miles Killebrew, I don't know if he's going to get cut or not. The only reason some of these guys sticking around is because Bob Quinn drafted him. He don't want to look bad. Because really, Teez Tabor, man, you can cut him. I don't know what the contract ramifications will be. He not an NFL cornerback. He got to go to safety. He not. Tracy Walker has a better prospect and has a better future at cornerback. He's a safety than Teez Tabor. And I said it when he was drafted. Nobody 4'6", 4'7", unless their technique is impeccable, will survive in this league. This new league where you can't touch, grab, or nothing. All right? And Bob Quinn is looking real unfamiliar. A'Shawn Robinson, he ain't been playing well. A lot of his draft picks are starting to flop. He looking like Martin Mayhew, Matt Millen. Like they had a crossbred child or something. All right? But obviously the Lions have some type of infatuation with Ameer Abdullah. And they retaining Ameer Abdullah like this dude is a sack of platinum or a sack of gold or a sack of vibranium, you know, for my Black Panther fans. Like, dude, they obviously see nobody wants to give up a pick for him that they deem worthy for Abdullah. Whatever pick it may be, they seem worthy for him. Nobody wants Ameer Abdullah but the Detroit Lions. And I know Ameer Abdullah was sitting at his hotel room, sitting at his house praying that the Detroit Lions cut him. He don't want to be here. They keeping a player against his will for what? You got two backs that could do exactly the same thing that he does. Johnson and Theo Reddick can do the same thing he does. He don't have long speed. He just quick, catch the ball and fumble. Got plenty of guys on this roster that can really make all that happen. So why is he being held on this team? What is the infatuation from regime to regime with Ameer Abdullah? He's a nice guy. Nice guys don't mean you're going to finish first in the NFL. You know, church choir boys don't, he got a nice family. Who cares about that? Winning football games. When he fumbles, you think of how nice his family is? When he bursts through and he ain't got enough breakaway speed to beat a defensive lineman, are you thinking about how nice his family is? When he try to bounce everything to the outside, are you thinking about how nice his family is, how his manners are? Hell no. Nah. Give me a thug, a dirty, grimy player that's going to win me football games, that can produce on the field, then acquire boy. I don't care. The NFL is a dirty game, man. It's a dirty game. You know? And Ameer Abdullah, man, I don't know what it is. All these different GMs are seeing in him. All these different coaches are seeing him. I don't see it. Preseason, regular season, no season, off season, whatever it may be, I don't see the promise in him, man. Not in this offense, not in this regime. And I know it's about depth. You know, having depth and having an extra return guy, having another running back, and the Lions' injury history. At the end of the day, I don't want to see him. He got opportunity after opportunity. People saying, oh, he was injured. Or people saying, it ain't no more excuses for him no more. There's no more excuses. No reason he should be on this roster. If you have to cut him and somebody pick him up, so be it. He go produce in Dallas, San Francisco, wherever we pick him up, so be it. He didn't produce for you. And at the end of the day, you got to look at the GM and you got to look at the coaching staff for not putting him in position to produce if he can produce in this league. Period. Period. You know, you holding up a roster spot for a guy that's going to be a fourth running back who had time, opportunity after opportunity, and he hasn't produced. I don't get it. You know, you bring in Deshawn Shead. You identify him as a scheme fit. It didn't work. Lions just being cheap, family. When it comes to Shead and paying the corner, they being cheap. But it's Motor City Sports Talk. It's your boy, CJ Goodfella. Make sure you check out our new college sports page, S210 College Sports Most Wanted. We're going to be over there working today. The link's in the description as well. Appreciate all my One Pride family, my Motor City Talk people. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I definitely appreciate you guys. One time for the one time. Motor City Sports Talk. We out.